Welcome back, I'm Vader Van Odin.
And I'm Odin.
And this is Let's Chat.
Not Play.
And this is the E3 special.
Yes.
So E3 is happening this week, or just happened this week, Bean.
Yeah.
If I can get this edited, I'm hoping I can.
I'm really interested in the Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, yep. Cool.
I saw a scene at the end with a castle, like the Hiram Castle.
Like lift it up.
Yeah. I am so intrigued. And it might be 2-player, because I saw some action with Zelda.
Yep, that was cutscenes, but that would be a cool twist to have.
If you had
Playable Zelda.
Yeah. Like, you could play 2-player and the other player was Zelda.
Yes, Breath of the Wild, I think 2 is super exciting. I thought it was going to be DLC.
Really?
For the first Breath of the Wild. I was like, ooh, exciting. But I'm actually more happy that it's not DLC. I'm happy. But we had fun with it, and we both loved it game. I'm not a big open world game player, but Breath of the Wild was done perfect. It was very nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yep. I don't know what else we can say about that. It was nice and dark. That whole, like, the head was like, and then it just goes... It was super cool.
It was so creepy.
It was a bit darker, wasn't it?
The lights blew, like, the lights...
like glowed.
Yeah, it was so creepy.
But I liked, because the Breath of the Wild, the first one, there were dark themes, but in general it was quite bright and colourful.
Yeah,
Whereas this felt very dark and oppressive, the trailer. So I'm kind of hoping they keep that theme, and it has like a kind of a bit more darker thematic feel to the whole game. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Moving on, because we got time is money, as they say, and we've got a lot of games to talk about. And again, this is only a small snippet of what was shown at E3 this year, but these are things we liked. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is a third-person action adventure game. From looks of
that
it.
one looked quite cool. My favourite part about it was at the beginning where I like the little robot.
Yes.
The robot's
I
cute.
forgot his name.
Because it has legs.
Well, they all have. Oh no, BB-8 doesn't have legs. You're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of crawls around.
Yeah, he crawls around.
He looks like a mini AT-AT, or like a mini, the AT-ATs, the big robots. It looks like a mini one with a bigger head. So he, what I heard,
like R2-D2 and the robots.
Yeah, he kind of has wheels, doesn't he?
Yeah, they have wheels. So this one actually has legs.
It's very cute, and he climbs up on your back like a backpack. And what I've seen in some of the gameplay, he actually will, like, you hit heal. Is that enough? Come down. He's like your assistant, so he'll help you hack through doors as part of the gameplay. We need to change our colour. Let's go a nice green.
Yeah.
Is that showing up? That looks so cool on camera. Look how cool bright lights everywhere. I like our LEDs in this house. He'll, like, when you hit heal, he'll, like, the little robot will go and throw up like a little stim pack, like a little healing pack, and you go catch and you're like, and stab yourself with some adrenaline or whatever it is. Pretty cool, eh? So, I don't know, I saw some of the gameplay and it looked a little janky. I hope they can polish that a bit. But it feels like they're going for, the healing does feel very Dark Souls, to be honest. Because they said like, you're healing, you're vulnerable at that time, so you want to choose your time to heal right, which is very Dark Souls. So I'm okay with that.
But it's
I'm
not
okay.
this fast. So you're
no, of course
you're not going like.
But you stab yourself, so it felt like the blood vials and blood. Orange danger. Moving on. Fallout 76. It's a game I thought me and you could play at some point.
Yeah, that sounded it looked really
You
cool.
like Fallout Shelter?
Yeah, I'm really bad at it because all my people die after a while because I can't play every single day.
Yeah, it takes a lot of your time, and that's why I don't like... I thought it was a fun Fallout Shelter. Anyway, Fallout 76, forget Fallout Shelter. Fallout 76 is doing year 2, and there is a new update. There's actual NPCs now, like characters you can talk to, whereas in the original release there wasn't. So this is a big deal for people.
Can you actually go into the shelter?
You leave the shelter, and I think you can find some other shelters to explore.
Wait.
The whole idea of Fallout, Odin, was that there was a nuclear war, but to protect humanity, a company created lots of vaults. That's why they have numbers.
Yeah.
And so 76 is just the vault that this game's based around. We've had Vault 101, we've had all these different vaults. Yeah. And unfortunately, this company that organised them also quite dark and twisted, and they actually experimented on some of the people. So they weren't all. That's not very good, but it meant the human survives. There's a lot of history behind the Fallout world. The next big one, speaking of potions, Minecraft potions specifically, Minecraft dungeons. We like us some Minecraft around here, especially this guy right here.
Currently I'm building a Minecraft town. I'm trying to build a town.
Yep, and we're doing a Minecraft zoo in our YouTube channel, and we like going on adventures. But I'm not a huge fan of the grind of collecting resources. But I do like the mechanics of the game and the world of the game that can create.
Yeah, like.
But things take a little bit too long for my liking, because I'm an impatient old man.
Yeah.
But Minecraft Dungeons is taking the Minecraft world, the Minecraft aesthetic, the Minecraft tools and weaponry, the monsters, everything, and turning it into Fat Princess adventures.
I saw it adding like hammers and.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Much cooler looking. Game.
Well, it's more adventure, so there's more specific weapons, like adventuring RPGs.
Would you be able to like customize your character?
It definitely looks like you can.
Yeah.
And there's like magic-based characters, so it's basically like your classic dungeon crawling game, like Gauntlet.
If you can customize your characters, that's a lot different to Minecraft because you have to like find a skin you like or.
Well, you're getting caught in the weeds. That's not the big difference. The big difference here is what I'm trying to explain is that it's an action RPG adventure game. You play Fat Princess, where you got different classes of wizards, builder, warriors, archer, and that's what this has. So you can go on an adventure with up to 3 buddies. So 4 of you can go on an adventure, and it's sort of a top-down view, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like a sideways top angle.
Yeah,
like, so you're up
asymmetric. I think asymmetric doesn't matter.
I wouldn't
something like that. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. The Minecraft dungeons. It's something that I'd like to play with you because me and you can go on an adventure together, and that's the kind of game I like, where there's a lot more action and RPG elements where you may be leveling up would be very cool. But I'm excited. That's coming out. We should have written out the release dates, but that's coming out early next year. So all of this is all very soon. Star Wars was November this year. Fallout's this year. Minecraft Dungeons is early next year. And yeah.
I'm really excited to play like most of these games because all of them are so interesting and cool.
Next on the list, we've got Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, this is important for me because...
You're a Final Fantasy fan.
Final Fantasy VII was the first real big RPG I played. Oh, except Shining Force 2. But Final Fantasy VII was my jam when I was not much older than you. Maybe I was thinking about 13 when it came out.
Yeah, I remember playing a Final Fantasy game.
You played 15?
Yeah.
Just go to red for Final
My
Fantasy.
favorite, I really like being able to like teleport.
Oh yeah, that was warping. So the original one was a turn-based RPG. This remake is going to be, as you saw, is more of an action game. But you can pause time using. They've just told us how the fighting works. It's all action, but you can pause time as you build a meter up. You can pause time, and you can choose a power move, like cast a spell, summon, or do a special attack.
So it's sort of like
Kingdom Hearts, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully a little bit more physical or visceral than that, because Kingdom Hearts was a bit floaty for my liking.
Yeah, because it's like a real cartoon mix of like loads of the different.
But what did you think of the trailer? I showed you the original trailer.
Yeah, it was so cartoony and
Those graphics were amazing when that released. The fact that it was 3D graphics was huge back then. That was one of the first 3D games.
But now it's like, wow, terrible graphics.
22 years is a long time, and the Final Fantasy VII graphics looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Tifa, Barret, Cloud, all look amazing. I'm real excited about Final Fantasy VII.
Don't they have a Cloud with him in it?
Yeah, we've got a Cloud, amiibo? Yeah, it's an amiibo.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he has like this huge sword. It looks
It's the Buster Sword. It's awesome.
Can you still teleport in this game?
I don't think it doesn't have the phasing. They'll probably do something similar, maybe to get around. No, I don't think they will, because that was built into the mechanics of Final Fantasy 15, and that's how the guys power. Whereas this is more about being fast and running around and doing sweet flips. I think you'll like it though. I'm really excited about that. Next on our list, we'll start speeding up a little bit. Marvel Avengers.
Now this one looked awesome.
This is an interesting one. Like, it's their take. I think it was Crystal Dynamics are doing it. It's their take on an Avengers story, so it's actually unique to them. It's not, they're not trying to retell a story like the comics or the movies are doing.
Yeah.
I believe what they're saying, they're telling their own story with the Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And I believe it's going to... It was a bit vague. They didn't really show much gameplay.
Well,
There's going to be an online co-op game. And the story will evolve. So it looks like it's going to be an ongoing
Yeah, in the
game.
trailer it showed that the Avengers were played. Like some guys...
Yeah, there was a little bit of gameplay in there.
Yeah, it was showing that like...
But yeah, you'll get to play as all the characters if you want to.
Oh, that's so cool.
And they said they think they alluded to adding more characters, but it's going to be what I understood to be
Adding more characters?
yeah, like Hawkeye or things like that maybe in the future.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Create your own superhero.
I don't think they'll do that. They could do.
That would be so cool. Like going into the Avengers Tower.
There's every other game's about creating your own superhero, but this is supposed to be about the Marvel Avengers, not Odin's Avengers.
I could create Odin.
Odin's in the Marvel universe.
Wait, could you play Odin?
No, because he's not really one of the main characters. He's just
Could they give me like like because my name is Odin? Could they give me like a special one person only DLC so I can play as Odin and be like, ah!
You can ask them. Oh, I'll send them a tweet. But yeah, it's interesting. I understood it to be kind of almost like a Destiny, but as a superhero Destiny.
Yeah.
So how, Destiny keeps adding content, it's
Yeah.
going to be like that. So it's going to be an ongoing online multiplayer
so it's
game.
never gonna end.
Well, they always end at some point
Well,
because
yeah,
people stop
there's
playing.
a main. So is there gonna be like a main storyline?
It was kind of weird. It felt like there. I thought obviously there will be, but I don't know how it's going to work because
Yeah.
they said it was online, and we don't know much yet. But it does. I'm reasonably excited about it.
Yeah.
Moving on, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. So the Project Dragon Ball, I think it was titled,
Yeah.
was announced a while ago that they're working on an action RPG in the Dragon Ball universe.
I'm mad about this one.
Hold on. They've given it a name, and it's Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and it's telling the story of how Goku becomes Super Saiyan. That's what it seemed like from the trailer.
They exploded Krillin.
Spoilers. No, it's not spoiler. Everyone knows Krillin blows up. They bring him back to life. Don't worry, Dragon Balls.
Wait, was
That's not the first time Krillin dies either.
I know. Wait,
He dies in Dragon Ball.
yeah.
But I love Dragon. I love Dragon Ball.
What's his name? What was Goku's kid? I can't remember his name.
Gohan.
Yeah, is he alive? Was he born yet?
Yes. So he's in Dragon Ball
Could
Z.
you play as him?
It looks like it's going to be focused on Goku.
That would be
And
so cool. Be playing like this little kid.
Yeah, we can play as kids on Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So, I love the story of Dragon Ball Z, and I love the idea that it's going to be an action RPG, and that's in the title of the game, like the project. So, I'm curious how they do that. You can level up as Goku and play. I'm really excited for it. Okay, next, the big one exciting that I'm super excited about. Anybody who's watching, you probably know, I'm a huge Dark Souls fan. Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Sekiro, Deracine, everything From Software does. And they're doing a new game called Elden Ring.
It looks super cool.
It looks very interesting.
It said, I think it said, humans, when humans need help, they ask gods. When gods need help, they ask humans.
That's not this game. Come on,
Really? I
man.
thought it was- I thought it
That's
was
gods and monsters.
Oh yeah.
Elden Ring was the Dark Souls one. You remember? The lady
No.
does this sweet thing and she puts like a metal arm on her shoulder. Like magnets or something. It's not magnets. It's very dark. It's very From Software.
In my brain, I've combined those two videos together.
They're completely different. We'll show you again today. Anyway, Elden Ring, I'm super excited. You don't know what this means, but George R.R. Martin, who's a fantasy author about a famous book series called The Song of Fire and Ice, the Game of Thrones, he's teamed up with From Software, my favorite developer, and making this world. So hopefully it has a lot of crazy depth and awesomeness to the world. Super excited.
Yeah, like ballistic things.
Color me intrigued and excited. Luigi's Mansion.
This one is cool because you
It
can
looks
play
like fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
multiplayer. It's so cool.
And you
the
can be
multiplayer.
Gooigi. I thought that was super cute.
That is so funny. what bugs me, Luigi can't go certain places.
He can't go to water because he'll get washed away with the water.
Yeah.
So it looks like in the main story you can play 2-player with Luigi. That's the sounds of it. I don't know if you can play him the whole time or just certain parts. But then they have a whole gameplay mode of...
Wait, so...
which is... It was something about the hotel. So it looks like you can climb levels to see how far you can get. And so it was a different game mode. Was like hunting for toads and rescuing toads. And working with online or local co-op. So that sounds like fun. But I think I'm intrigued about the main story. That's what I want to play, the main story. Link's Awakening, a remake.
This one looks kind of cool. This one looks quite cool. It's a pretty cool little cute looking RPG.
Yep, Breath of the Wild is my favourite Zelda, I think. But Link to the Past is up there as well. Like maybe equal. I love them both. And this one, I never played all Link's Awakening. This is an old Game Boy game. Game Boy's a little black. It used to be, well, it was like green and white screen. It was real, I'll show you pictures later. And it's called it a remaking it, so now we can play it who missed out on it back in the day.
Yeah.
And it looks cute, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I think you'll dig it. And it's on the Switch, perfect handheld
And
game. Perfect handheld game.
Apparently, you can make your own dungeon and then eventually...
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. That's super cool. It's like Bloodborne Chalice Dungeons, but done better.
I am so interested. Basically, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spend my days just building dungeons.
Well, I think you have to play the game, and it sounds like you unlock things that you come across in the main game. But there may be shortcuts to do it. You'll be able to do it.
There's like a creative mode, so you can just build this huge dungeon with anything.
It looked like it was still... Because it is a small game. You can't go crazy big. Looked like there was restrictions on the layout. So it looked like you had a puzzle block almost, and you had maybe 9 blocks, and then you could fit whatever rooms, because all the rooms are square-based. You could fit 9 different rooms that you've unlocked so you can make trap rooms or monster rooms, boss rooms, treasure rooms, and then you can puzzle them out however you want in that space, and you could have different shapes for the dungeon. It looked really simple, but really cool and really effective.
I would like a creative mode where you could like choose a certain little layout and then have infinite little block, so you can choose as many blocks as you like. So you could just have a complete trap dungeon.
That sounds like what... You could do that with us from the sounds of it.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
But
I would just like...
They're limited. You can't go huge. It looks like it's restricted a little bit.
Like, you could cycle through a few restricted things, and then you could choose as many blocks as you like. So you could have like an entire trap dungeon, or an entire monster dungeon, or an entire treasure dungeon. Again,
I don't know much about it, but I like the concept, and it sounds like you can do a lot of that stuff. We need a potion. Drink the potion. Gods and Monsters. This is the one. This is that cartoony one that looked a lot like Breath of the Wild. It was that painted style art style.
Yeah.
And it's made by the Assassin's Creed Odyssey team. This is very cartoony, a little bit more kid friendly. So it's probably better for you than Assassin's Creed, to be honest.
That's the one where it said, if human needs help, they ask gods. If gods need help, they ask humans.
We ask you, is what they said.
Yeah.
And it had this cool, and it had this cool, look, it was like a warrior lady, wasn't it? And she like fights this big banshee eagle monster thing.
Yeah, I think that might be like an evil god or something.
Oh, it was just a monster. I said gods and monsters. The gods are asking you to help the monsters. Makes sense.
Wait, helping or fighting?
Helping you beat the monsters. You're helping the gods.
They're gods. They'll just go like Thanos.
Thanos is not a god. Thanos is an egg.
Yeah, but they could be like that. They could be like Thanos. They could be like, click.
Hey, do you want to play a cool game, or do you want to just not? Because it's not a game. If you rock up, brand new game, put the disc in, wait for it to install, load, turn it on, game over. The gods have already destroyed the monsters. That'd be boring as. They need your help because Olympus is the land of the gods, or the city of the gods, is in danger, or something's happened to maybe take their powers away. Maybe their powers.
So you need to give their powers back.
Would you listen? I don't know. We haven't played the game yet. I'm speculating. But they need help. We don't know why they need help. They need help. And they need help from you, me, everybody in the world.
They're lazy.
Maybe. Maybe they're lazy. Maybe they're hungover and they can't get up out of bed.
Yeah, maybe the gods have gotten old.
Maybe they got old.
They're old.
But you're worrying about this guy gets stuck in the weeds all the time. All the little details, not important, he gets caught up on. So that looks kind of like a cute game. I'm not super sold on the art style. I think it was a little bit derivative of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
But it did look pretty and it was quite vibrant, and I like vibrant colours. It's really fun. So I won't mark it down too heavily on that, but just some thoughts. But it did look cool. And I'm glad that an Assassin's Creed team is doing something different. Lego Star Wars. There's been a few games. They're remaking it and doing a full a Skywalker package for all 9 movies are going to be covered in one Lego game that's going to come out.
So is it going to be like before Darth Vader?
It's going to be... it's going to be...
Wait, so it's going to go from Darth Vader being good to getting burnt to getting...
becoming...
Darth Vader.
Oh, you just watched the 3rd episode last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
At Omar's.
Yeah. And then becoming Darth Vader, and then...
Then Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, coming...
Which is episodes 4, 5, and 6. And then we've got Rey and Finn in the new Star Wars. 7, 8, and 9. And 9 hasn't come out yet, the movie. So this Lego game is going to cover all 9 movies in one.
Oh my goodness, we need that.
That could be cool. So just that's an announcement. We don't know much about it. Again, Breath of the Wild was just an announcement. We don't know when it's going to release. But most of the other games we're talking about are releasing this year or next. So it's going to be... And this is not even talking about games that I'm excited for, like Cyberpunk, or there was Ghostwire looked fantastic, a Japanese studio making a spooky game set in Tokyo. There's lots of games that were announced, so I'm sure you can go find them on the internet. But this is some of the things that we were excited about, weren't we, Odin?
Well, I was.
And more kid-friendly.
Yeah.
So, Odin, what's your top pick from this list?
Oh no, you're making me choose! Minecraft.
Minecraft Dungeons?
Yeah.
Boom. That looks like fun.
That's like the only thing that can come to my mind.
Well, then it's your favourite one. That's the one that you're most excited about. If your brain puts it on the top, it's the one you're most excited about.
It's probably like Breath of the Wild too.
Well, both of those. Very good options. So thank you for watching, Odin. Send us out with a farewell. Any final words?
Well, if you enjoyed this
E3 chat.
Yeah. Very good game.
That's exciting. Exciting
yeah,
times.
I'm gonna burst.
You better get us jobs so you can pay for them, so...
What? That would be... That's child labor, son.
That's fine, I'm okay with that, if it pays for my video games.
Wait! That's against the law, you'll get arrested.
No, what? You get arrested, you're the one doing the work.
You're making me do the work.
I didn't make you. You said you wanted a job.
No! What? No! That is not...
Just say goodbye. Do the farewell, come on.
Like, subscribe, and watch again.
Thank you.
Bye.
I feel the blood restores, sever the bonds that make men cling, sever the bonds, harmony the unseen.